Hey there, I'm Mac.
And this is Casey.
And this is At Times Problematic Snax
Edition.
Yes.
The show where you're going to learn something, but really even probably less than with our other one.
Probably you're gonna lose information you've already stored.
Yep.
It's highly probable. So just welcome to Snax Edition.
Yes.
Snax Edition is a creation that Casey and I literally came up with in a bar. We came up with in a bar. Our mutual friend Justin, who actually listens to the podcast.
Shout out to Justin.
Hades Machine, right?
Yes, Hades Machine also did the music for.
Yeah. For we should really post their Spotify.
Yes.
We'll do that. We'll post.
That's a good idea.
But anyway, he came up with he decided to tell us that we actually have something here, and then we realized that we should do something that we both love, and we are both veterans of the service industry.
Yes,
you are back
in the house, and you are front of the house. Yes,
and one thing that Casey and I do very well together is cook.
Yes,
and so we decided that maybe we would bring some of that information to you. Why? Why not?
Right.
You love something. Right.
So we'll share it.
Yeah, then we share.
And you asked for this, so
Justin, you asked for this.
Yes.
So if it goes wrong, Justin, God damn it.
Yes.
It can't go wrong. It can't go wrong. It's just gonna be whatever it is, right?
Right.
When you're starting with your bar very, very low, if it goes up a little bit, like it kinda did, it kinda just went up a little bit.
Yeah.
Like you still started with a very low bar.
Oh yeah.
Like, can it get any lower? The only way it can get lower is if we don't do it. Right.
Or dig a hole and put the bar below the earth.
Which we can discuss.
Right.
We can discuss that. Anyway, so what do we do? What do we do now? What do we do? We talk about...
We talk about what we made? Or what
we made.
Yeah.
Okay. So just background. Casey and I are roommates. Co-workers, roommates, and like siblings at this point.
Pretty much, yeah. For those of you that are just now joining us.
I don't think that we ever decided to, but we kind of have an ongoing thing where both of us are available on Sunday. Mm-hmm. We make dinner.
Yep. And
dinners can range from anything from something that was found on the internet to something super basic where we throw on the grill. Or recently we did one of my great-grandmother's recipes.
Right. Oh, my God, that was so fucking good, too.
Remarkable, right?
Oh,
right.
Yes.
What makes this a little bit challenging and I think a little bit interesting is that I have, because of my tism and my just the way that I'm built, I have allergies. Mm-hmm. And there's just things I can't eat. And then there are things that I won't eat. But you are the opposite.
Right. I will eat anything.
Yeah.
I have a rule where I'll try anything twice when it comes to food.
Anything twice.
Yeah.
And if we ever get sophisticated at this, which is...
We'll see.
Yeah. We might tell you where we get our ingredients and things like that. Mm-hmm. So
might even show you some of the cooking process. We'll see.
Yeah, we're gonna see. We're actually scheduled to move here, and hopefully when we move, the kitchen will be a little bit more conducive.
Yeah.
Right now, thank God, we have good etiquette in the kitchen.
Right.
Service industry built.
Even though I did almost stab you in the shoulder today.
Yeah. Well, there's always one. There's a reason we have aloe vera in the kitchen, right? And there's like an entire first aid kit in the garage.
Aloe vera doesn't do anything for stab wounds.
No, but it does for burns, and that's almost all.
That's true.
But there's aloe vera. Okay. Some time ago, I have had a traumatic brain injury in my life, and so sometimes I say the wrong word for the thing I'm thinking of.
Oh yeah.
In this instance, I was trying to tell Casey where something was, and so I said in the garage.
And we don't have a fucking garage.
There's no garage. There's a closet. There's a closet.
But what's funny is I knew exactly what you were talking about. I'm like, oh, you're talking about the laundry pantry.
What? I was trying. I don't remember what I was talking, but I was like in the garage, and I'm like, where? The fucking garage. That is the fun of a brain injury, by the way. It's some of it's everlasting.
Yeah, at least you had the excuse of a brain injury. I do that kind of shit, and I didn't know.
Well, I mean, it could be just regular brain, but I don't remember doing stuff like that before then. But I also don't remember before then. So
earlier today, even I checked the fridge to get a pot. Like that's not where we keep those.
That's normal. Like remember when I was so sure we had steaks?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Did you still haven't found them, have we?
No, could be anywhere. It's probably in the back of a cabinet. It's probably sitting in the Instapot right there.
Right.
Yeah.
Or in the garage somewhere.
Yeah. So anyway, I say that so but in the garage, aka the closet with the washer and dryer, there is actually tourniquet. There's an entire first aid kit.
Oh, okay.
And then the garage happens to be located next to the stove and the ovens.
Yeah, that's right. It's in the kitchen.
So the aloe vera is important because we will always need aloe vera in the kitchen. That's just the reality. So that's out on the counter. But the tourniquets and the first aid kit is stored in the garage.
That's good to know.
Yeah.
How long have we been here? And I'm just now finding the site.
I really feel like I told you, but it could be where the steaks.
That could be.
Okay, moving. Anyway, so we have pretty good etiquette. Meaning, like we know how to say behind, sharp behind, hot behind.
Watch your balls.
Watch your ball. Watch your junk. Watch your balls. You know, all the really necessary
Corner
stuff. You know, in, out. You know, all the things that you can take as. And I think the reason why there's a sexual harassment issue in the service industry is all of those things can mean something else.
Oh yeah, and I for sure made them mean something else many times.
That is tradition in the industry. It doesn't matter if you're front of the house or back of the house.
It,
you have made those words mean more than they actually mean.
Yeah, like one example I remember, I would always say "hot behind you" really fast, so it sounded like I said "hot vagina." And of course, I said that right as she was taking a sip of whiskey. Like, vagina!
Oh, God, thank God I don't work in that industry. There's a reason why there's very few human resources department for restaurants.
Yeah.
We had one in when I worked in hotels, but they didn't come in the kitchen, and I think they understood why.
Yeah.
Because once you go out on the floor, when you're in front of the house, you go out on the floor, you're a different person.
Oh, yeah.
Kitchen. When you walk in the kitchen, you're a whole different... And it might be different now. Like, there's a whole different vibe with Gen Z. And they, like, do shit like pull their tips. Which is not something that I ever did. Ever. I mean, there were times when you tip out the back of the house because the rush was insane. And they were just on fire. And so you're like, fuck yeah. You know, and you made a fuck ton of money. So that you have more than enough, and so you tip out the back of the house. Now the back of the house is part of the tip pool a lot of times, which I think is fine if you've agreed to that.
Right.
But it's also like the back of the house tends to make a higher rate of pay. At least it used to. I mean, I'm talking last time I was in service was 2014, and that was what 22 years ago. Oh wait, 12 years ago.
Damn.
It's in the garage.
One in the service industry. I think it was 2019, 2018.
Oh, right, that's not too long ago.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so I'm talking out of like my main portion of time in the service industry was between like I would say like 2002, 2003 to 2014. So I had a number of years, you know, just shy of 13 years in the service industry, and so mainly I did every front of the house position. I really hated being a host, by the way. Shout out to all the hosts out there that manage. Holy fucking shit. You know, because servers are assholes, and I won't because I've been one.
A lot of them are fucking stupid too.
Oh God,
I've got some stories on that one.
Do you think you have some? But then I've also managed a number of times. I have kind of that. I did training in the back of the house quite a bit, and I picked up in stations in the back of the house when it was like absolutely necessary, and there was nothing else you could do, because I was horrible. And then the best place I liked, if I had to pick up in back of the house, I would do everything I get to get like dishwasher duty, because nobody yells at you in dishwasher duty unless they really need a dish.
That's true.
Anyway, so
yeah, I kind of have the same experience too. Like I've managed the kitchens, and I've done, you know, small little bits in the front of the house, like, oh, the front of the house is going down. I'm going to run food.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah. So,
well, we love
or
it.
an
We
expo
love it back
or
in the house.
things like that.
That's going to run some food.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was always a mess.
Oh, of course.
So, like, you know, some of the chefs will be like very neat and tidy no matter how busy the rush is.
That's always curious to me how they do that.
How it works.
Because I never
always
did
looked
that.
like I was like it was a bloodbath. And I go out and hand food and be like, disgusting.
There are days when, especially when I worked for Chili's, and especially when I worked for Chili's, that as a server, I would end my shift just covered in shit.
Mm-hmm.
And you know why? It's because everything is splattery. Everything is like, you know, you're constantly in a state where you're being attacked by substance.
Right.
You know,
I always loved prepping beets with a white chef's coat.
See, I have not had that experience, but I can only imagine.
It always looked like a scene from Dexter.
It's fair.
Yeah.
It's fair. But you know, you walk out on the floor with like a beet prep all over you and you look like Dexter, people just be like,
Yeah.
I mean, did anyone ever say anything?
No. Other than like my chef was like, you look disgusting. You need to be cleaner.
Yeah.
But
that's what chefs say though, because chefs are not always in the face of the window. You know, sometimes they're expediting, sometimes they're cooking, but they're rarely taking a station.
Yeah, exactly.
Because they have to manage the whole back of the house. Mm-hmm. So it's like chefs can talk.
Yeah.
But you're on the fryer, you're fucked.
Oh yeah.
Anyway, so that's why we decided, you know what, maybe, you know, we have our regular podcast, which we'll get back to eventually here, which is the At Times Problematic podcast, ATP Prime. And we'll get back to that. We'll start recording for that again here soon. But in the meantime, while neither of us are having an abundance of time,
right,
we're going to start going down this road a little bit because it's something that we don't have to do a ton of prep.
Right. Other than what we would normally do on a Sunday anyways.
Yeah. So this Sunday, we decided
as in today,
which I don't even know the date. It's the 3rd.
May the 4th be with you.
Is it May the 4th?
It is May the 4th.
Are you sure? Because I cannot see. It looks like May 3rd.
Oh, shit.
Looks like
May the 4th is tomorrow.
Be with you
so May the 3rd, ram you.
Yeah. May the 4th. Anyway, so yeah, we decided tonight. Usually what happens is like maybe 24 hours before Sunday night, we check in and see if either of us has the time to do dinner.
Right.
And if we do, we usually make suggestions. Mm-hmm. And the suggestion tonight that I made,
a gut buster.
And yes. So, and the thing about Sunday nights, different than any other night, it is prime time for killing your gut, which means anything that you desire, you want to eat. That is what Sunday night is for.
Right.
The rest of the week is for paying attention to your food.
Yep.
You know, in sugar intake, whatever. But Sunday night, you get to have the alcohol. You get to cook the fat food. You get to cook the recipes that contain lard. You get to do all the fun shit. So that's kind of the rule for Sundays. And this Sunday, we decided to do, and I can't have gluten. One of the things that I can't have in life, which is one of the many, is gluten. So everything that we bring to you on this podcast is automatically gluten-free.
And shellfish free.
And shellfish will kill me.
Because Mac is shellfish.
Specifically crustaceans.
Right.
I can have mollusks.
Right. Is that what the other one is called? Oh, okay.
Mollusks.
I knew that.
Yeah. Claims. Mollusks, yeah. Do you ever, you know what? I have a stupid story. You want to hear my stupid story?
Of course.
Prior to my service industry career, I worked for a pet store. This pet store was a chain of corporate pet stores.
I thought you said pest store for a second.
Well, it was, yeah. So I worked for a pet store, and in this pet store, there was like an aquatics area. And in the aquatics area, they had this reef tank. And the reef tank was a 100-gallon reef tank, from what I recall. And if you don't know what a reef tank is, it's actually rock that contains microcosmic life,
reefer,
including like algae and mollusks and planktons and all those kinds of things with bacteria that allow the reef system to be have a natural biome and life cycle within the tank. So then you add fish, and and I'm not a scientist, but the fish waste as it breaks down, is a whole exchange where then it becomes beneficial bacteria.
I see.
Okay, but anyway, so it's a saltwater tank, and there's a reef system, and in this reef system, this pet store used to sell what we would call flaming scallops. Flaming scallops have like a red. They're a scallop, like a scallop,
Mhm.
or they look like a clam, elongated, and then they have like a red filigree on the outside,
Interesting.
like this. And so this is their feelers, right? The little outside. So, but they spit. Scallops spit.
Oh, I didn't know
They
that.
literally spit, and it's not just like little spit. It's less full on.
Like a llama.
Yeah, it's like a
Like the
llama. It's
llama
like
of
a
the sea.
stream of water just comes at you. And so most of these scallops are not located near the top of the tank, right? So if they spit, then they're not spitting out of the tank, right?
Mhm.
But you don't just place them and then they stay. They can move,
Oh, I see.
right? Mollusks are not by inherently stationary. They can move around. They float around and do their thing. And so this one had moved. And so for some reason, and I don't remember what, because this is like 1990 something, like 98. Okay. And so
Back in the day.
I am going towards this tank. I'm going to go in it, and this mollusk feels like this scallop feels like it's like in danger. So it spits a stream of water. Okay. And I have a whole face. I have a big ass motherfucking forehead. Like it shoots directly to the center of my right eye.
Oh, fuck.
And so I get a saltwater bath in my right eye of just mollusk spit. It was horrendous. And at the same time, one of the funniest things, because if you think like today, someone would have gotten that on their phone.
Oh, yeah.
They would have been like, oh, so-and-so is catching
You'd be rich
a
from
fish.
YouTube. Just by getting spat on by a mollusk.
Yeah, because who in the greater east side of the Seattle, Washington area can say that they got their eye spit in by a mollusk in 1998? Me.
Yeah, I think most are 99, 2000.
That's what I hear.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was the mollusk days. That was the spitting mollusk days of spitting mollusk. Anyway, that's my stupid story. That's way off track, and we're never going to get to the point. Oh my god. Anyway, so what we were making tonight was we did cornbread, gluten-free, of course. And what I did on the cornbread is I put a dusting of chili powder and cinnamon.
I did like that addition. That was pretty
nice,
good.
huh?
That was nice.
And what I didn't have available. I do have crystallized honey, but I didn't have so I didn't put honey on, which is I think was
like sprinkle it.
Yeah. What do you do when your crystallized honey is in like that teddy bear jar?
Why do you keep it in a teddy bear?
Oh, it's a squeezy jar. It's the squeezy honey.
Oh, the honey bear. Okay.
What do you do to?
I thought you meant like your rainbow unicorn is like filled with crystallized honey.
Okay, first of all, nobody needs to know I have a rainbow unicorn, and I feel like you just outed me.
I did.
Okay?
I did.
I rescued that unicorn from the dumpster.
I know you did.
And I gave it a bath. Now it is cozy and safe on the scratching post.
Yep.
Okay, so we don't need to bring the rainbow unicorn.
What's the closest thing to a teddy bear I could think of, or that I could see?
Nothing is like a teddy bear.
It's a stuffed animal, which is a teddy bear.
But not
all stuffed animals are teddy bears.
Not a squeezy.
But all teddy bears are stuffed animals.
Correct.
Anyways, we're gonna do honey next time.
Honey, so you got honey squeezy, like a squeezy honey.
Yeah, I don't know what you do with the honey when it gets all hard and
inside the.
Because it's still good, but
it is still.
You can't do anything.
It lasts like 10,000 years or something, or 5,000 years.
Yeah,
maybe.
No, honey doesn't go bad.
So anyway, I wanted to do a honey like drizzle, but we didn't do that, and I was sad that we didn't do that. But anyway, so we did that, and then we grilled up some bell pepper, red, green, yellow bell pepper, red onion. We got kielbasa, beef kielbasa, dog, and then we did chili. And the chili is also vegetarian, gluten free. Not that matters because we killed the vegetarian part with the sausage. So anyway, so we have and also I think the chili is medium or mild, so there's no extra kick in it.
Yeah,
right?
I think it was pretty mild.
Seemed pretty mild. Yeah. Anyway, so what we did is, and then we had Brussels sprouts for the side, which ended up just integrated with everything else.
Yeah, they just kind of hid.
Yeah.
Because
so I did the prep. So I put in the cornbread, and I did the dusting on top, and I prepped the Brussels sprouts, and I prepped the bells and the onions. But Casey did the cooking. So oftentimes we'll switch who does the prep, who does the cooking. And this time Casey did the cooking. And so what I was really excited about, and hopefully we can include the picture for you later, is the actual build that Casey did. I think was really cool. But you want to talk about the other part? I mean, I don't know how much you want to say, but
so we basically made sandwiches out of it. So we used too much cornbread because each of us had basically half of a pan of cornbread, and we cut it in half, in like sandwich style. And we put the peppers and onions down, and then the chili, and then the dog, and then cheese, and then put the other piece of cornbread on top of it. And it was a mountain.
It was a mountain
of food. It was huge.
Yeah. And because I think what I expected was like open face, but it was really cool the way it looked.
Yeah.
I really liked the way
it looked. I did too.
Yeah. So really conceptually a really great idea, but a lot of fucking notes, right?
Oh yeah.
A lot of fucking notes. One, the honey is a must.
The honey and the hot sauce.
And the hot sauce. So
adding some kind of spice.
So we'll take recommendations here for a hot sauce that would fit with this meal, because we have red hots in the fridge, we have tapatio in the fridge, we have Cholula in the fridge, we
also have a couple hot ones, hot sauces as well.
Yeah. So this will have to, and because of me and my shit, I can't have paprika. Another allergy to add to the list. That was a new one. Paprika.
Yeah, she's developing them.
Yes, I'm developing them as we go, just to make things more complicated.
Them like Pokemon.
Yeah, this is how I am in life and in relationships. Just coming up with shit as I go along.
Yeah.
Okay.
Pretty soon I'll be able to give her water. And that's it.
That's it. Water.
Water and gluten-free wheat bread.
Gluten-free wheat bread. Oh my God. Yeah. So here's the thing. The brand of the cornbread, gluten-free though it was, came out fluffy and beautiful.
Oh yeah, it had a bounce to it.
It had a bounce to it.
It was like perfect.
Which, if you and my gluten-free baddies out there know, gluten-free struggles to be that way.
Yeah, they either turn to glue or bricks.
Yeah, and I didn't even whip the egg whites. Like, so usually when I do brownies, I whip the egg whites because that helps it poof up and make it a little lighter. So I didn't even do that because I was like, I fucking don't want it. And so this actually, the mix was really good, and I really appreciated it. I think it's called King Arthur's. But
yeah, shout out to
King Arthur's. Really beautiful and puffy.
I wouldn't be able to tell that it was gluten free.
Yeah.
Unless you told me.
So the bread is good, and it did all the things that cornbread would do. It broke apart in the right ways. It tasted the right way. Everything.
It was just too much.
It was just too much. Because what it ended up doing is it ended up absorbing all the chili.
Yeah. So then you couldn't taste the chili.
Because then,
I think next time we're also going to make our own chili.
Yeah, we were talking about chili recipes and maybe making our own and maybe having it sit for like 24 before we like actually try to use it.
Yeah.
I think, and I was suggesting, and now this may not work, but I think it would just still be tasty anyway, whether or not it works, is using New Mexico red chili specifically for that. So it has that depth, like it has a richness. A little bit of chicken bone broth, New Mexico red chili, the usual beans, the legumes, and then a ham hock in there. And then that will cinnamon again. Some of that really like to bring out that aroma and that flavor.
Now I'm starting to get hungry again. How the hell am I hungry again?
Because it's fucking good, right?
Making it sound so tasty.
Okay. So the chili was fine. It's a chili. It's a general canned chili. I think we're going to rectify that for next time. When we do it, we'll let you all know so that we can tell you what we did for the recipe for chili.
Yeah.
And then we had the kielbasa, which is just regular kielbasa, is what you can buy down in the store. Has its own flavor, super flavorful, blends really well with the flavors.
Probably won't make our own kielbasa.
Oh, no. No, oh. See, you know what you did?
Uh-oh.
So yesterday we went to a Mexican restaurant.
Fuck.
We went to a Mexican restaurant we've been to a lot of times. It's
Mm-hmm.
not my favorite one. I have a favorite one that is actually a chain Mexican restaurant. The food is
which is where we were heading, but you automatically
I
went to the other
way.
one.
I went the wrong way. It was my fault. And I was sober. So that tells you something.
Yeah.
No, the usual place we go is a chain restaurant, and the food is just fine. It's not great, it's not spectacular, but it works.
Yeah.
But what I really love about it is the staff.
Yeah.
And the staff knows me, and I love it when the staff fucking knows me.
Great, yeah.
And they just treat me like I'm one of them, and I love it. So anyway, we went to this different one because that's the direction I drove in. Really, that's the only reason. And we are in a booth, and there's a small, probably like 30-inch TV.
Yeah.
That's in my view, right? And it's originally it's like some really bad Mexican soap opera that's poorly filmed, and which is fine. I don't care. Like, that's great.
I mean, you might lose your appetite because of that sometimes.
Can't, but I couldn't hear it, so right. And then it switches to a newscast that's on animal cruelty. And not only is it on animal cruelty, and then, here, I don't know how it is in Mexico, but here in the United States, when you get like a newscast, you have 30 seconds of that newscast. Right. And so if you see something untoward, it's either blurred out or you see not that much of it. And I, by no means was this newscast showing imagery that was gory or graphic, violent, or really graphic. But as a person who loves animals, it was enough. Yeah. It was so disturbing to me. And I kept thinking it was going to go away. And I kept thinking it was going to go away. I kept thinking it was going to go away. I even averted my eyes for a while, and it still didn't go away. And it was a couple, 2-3 minutes in. And I finally went up to the guy, and I was like, could you please change the channel? As I'm about to dig into my chicken and pork over here, right. Could you please change the channel? And he was very kind and gracious, and he changed it and everything. And I was upset at that point because some of this material is from PETA, and I don't know if you've ever seen PETA material before. But I told you in that moment, from the little I have seen in my life, I'm surprised that any of those activists are sane. Mm-hmm. And here's the thing.
I mean, has it been proven that they are?
No.
Okay.
But in fact, it's maybe the opposite's been proven. But here's the thing. I watch something like that as a very visceral kind of reaction. It should never be in a restaurant. And if the thing is when you're not busy, you're so slow, you can just kick it at the front podium with the host, then you should be aware of what's on the TV. And so I start tipping at 20%. You can have shitty service and you're still going to get that 20% because I get it. I know some days are good, some days are bad, some days are busy, some days are slow. Sometimes the kitchen, something's blew out. Yep. Sometimes the register doesn't work. I know all these things. So 20%, it's real hard.
It's hard
to drop below.
It's hard for me to get below 20% too.
But it's super easy to get way above it. Mm-hmm. That's how I go. That's always how I roll. If I'm going to eat out, I have the money, so I'm going to do it. So, but this dude got 15%, and the reason he got 15% is because he wasn't fucking paying attention. He's in a restaurant where people are eating the food that they're showing this cruelty about. Yeah. And here's the thing. I know I'm on my soapbox now. Here's the thing.
It was my fault.
You did. You started it, honestly. But here it is.
Not on purpose.
I love animals. I could not slaughter my own cow. I could not do it to my pig. I could not do it. I would starve to death. We had a whole conversation about how I'm really good for the first part of the zombie apocalypse where I kill the zombies. Then after that, you're not going to be able to feed me. Because I won't be able to do it.
Unless I don't tell you what's in it.
Unless you do it and you just sneak it. Mm. Like, I won't be able to do it. And this is why.
This is humane beef.
Yeah. Remember, you're going to shoot the Spam.
I shot the Spam myself.
I gotta get
it's humane. Why is there a bullet hole in the Spam can?
still making me laugh. It's the imagery in my head of shooting the spin. You don't want to watch this part. It's going to be hard to watch. Look away. But yeah, anyway, that's my soapbox. That's my soapbox about being careful about those things. And you know, just because people eat meat doesn't mean that, you know, we're cruel bastards.
Right. Like,
I think every single one of us, maybe just with the exception of a few, would like to see that industry overhauled and changed.
Yes.
So I said it. We did it. That's why I was mad. I couldn't finish my meal. I was pissed off. I did finish my margaritas, though.
Well, I mean, they didn't show any, like, poorly
treated
agave or limes, so.
Yeah. Anyway, so, okay, back to our food.
Yes.
So, you feel free to cut that whole part out if you want. You started it, though, but at least we'll know where it's at. Okay.
Yeah.
So, our food. So, we were talking about the chili absorbing into the thing. So
yes.
That didn't work. Kielbasa was fine.
Yes.
Bells were great.
Mm-hmm.
I think the only thing that I would really say is that less bread,
and more chili,
mm-hmm. and more spice.
Yeah,
that would be the only thing. It turned out really well.
Yeah,
Casey ate too much.
I did.
Yeah, it was good. Yeah. So highly recommend. And then we're drinking a little whiskey, and
I think the last podcast that we recorded, which none of you heard, because we haven't released it yet.
Yeah,
we
may not ever.
Yeah, we might not, because we were dry. We hadn't had anything to drink. We were on a 90-day binge, not binge, the opposite of binge.
A 90-day wagon.
Right, wagon. And we got to recording, and it was like we didn't even know what we were fucking doing.
No. And here's the thing that's funny. At some point, we may not, the alcohol may not be quite required. But here's the thing. We don't drink a lot.
No.
We don't get drunk. Well, there's been one or two where we've been a little bit inebriated, for sure.
Yeah, there was also one episode that we recorded that...
But probably won't get released.
Yeah.
Probably because,
Probably because you don't know what the fuck we're talking about.
And we probably didn't either.
Yeah, that's probably true.
But we don't drink to excess, and we drink a little bit, and but it's the camera, I want to say. Because we talk like this all the time. Here's what's true, is that we talk like this all the time.
That's true, yeah.
Like, this is just how we chat.
Mm-hmm.
And so we're not putting on airs or trying to do something that we don't normally. This is actually just us.
Right. Which is why we decided to do this type of podcast, because we can just kind of chat about our food.
Right.
Rather than what we were doing, which we were still chatting, but it was a little bit less relaxed, because
it was a little less relaxed.
We had facts that we had to get out.
Yes, we had information that we had to convey with some accuracy.
Yes,
and we're trying to take off a little bit of that load.
Right.
Not that we can't return to that. It just, I think, has to be right time kind of situation.
Yeah, exactly. But we wanted to keep doing this.
Right. And ultimately, we want to be able to record when we're cooking. Some of it anyway, and include it within the podcast itself, like at least clips and things like that. So that would be ideal.
Mm-hmm.
But ultimately speaking, yes, this is about food, which is a love that both Casey and I share.
And most people
have to do food.
Yeah.
I'm going to say, like, it's a general, I don't want to generalize for people, but food seems to be one of those things that we all share.
Yeah.
And I grew up in a situation where my family gathered around food.
Mm-hmm.
My mom's side specifically gathered around food.
Yeah.
And so I grew up with food being an important centerpiece to culture and family connection and relationship and stuff like that. So food is so important to me, just because of the service industry aspect, but because of the meaning that we can have with it.
No, I agree 100%.
Speaking of not at all on the topic, but just occurred to my head. Not back there. Anyway, American Gladiators. I had to bring it up.
I know that you've been watching it, but like for everybody else is like, where the fuck did that come from?
No, it ties into food. I swear to God. anytime now you can tell a story anytime you want, because I've been dominating this for stories, but I've been wanting to talk to you about this because I texted you about it.
Right. No, I remember.
So you said there's a new American Gladiators.
Right.
And then I looked on the TV and I found the 2006 American Gladiators. Now here's the thing. I grew up with the 80s version of American Gladiators.
Right.
And I
watched it too when I was a kid. Yeah.
I loved it. And now because you can't just watch in the 80s and the 90s, you're not watching a show when you want to watch it. You're watching a show when it's on.
Mm-hmm.
And if another show that your family wants to watch more is on at the same time, you don't see your show.
Right.
All gone, all done.
That's why you better hope that you have the same taste of shows as your parents.
Exactly. And that is
which I did.
You did? I did
yeah.
not always.
No, my
Sometimes.
dad and I watched all sorts of shows together.
Did you watch the X-Files?
No, I still need to watch the X-Files, actually. I know.
You don't know Scully and Mulder?
No, I do.
They're like my friends.
I've watched about half of the first season. I watched it when
It's so good, though, right?
It is, yeah.
It holds up.
I need to keep watching it.
It's like Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Oh, I love Buffy.
Or Firefly.
Yes.
X-Files holds up. Okay, so X-Files and Star Trek were my dad's, and that's what we ended up watching.
Yeah, Star Trek especially was my dad's.
Yeah. So I don't know when American Gladiators, but every once in a while I'd catch some American Gladiators, and I loved it. And here's why I loved it, because you got these big, strong individuals. I never wanted to be a contestant, but I really saw myself as one of the gladiators. And there you got these big, strong, fire truck built human beings, men and women both, that it didn't matter what they did. They were just fucking powerful, right? And so I watched the 2006, and you saw a little bit of it with me.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, this is fun. I really like this. I saw someone get injured right in the beginning, and I was like, oh, that's right. This sucks because people get injured, and I've had enough injuries now that I'm like, oh, you're not coming back from that quick.
Yeah.
But the attitude was good. The feeling was good.
Yeah, they were like encouraging each other. It was like friendly competition,
it was like
rather than
friendly.
You're going down, motherfucker.
Yeah.
It was more like, oh, they put up a really good fight, and I'm proud that to lose to them or whatever. Yeah. It was actually kind of cool.
Yeah. And so I find the other day, I find that you're right. There is a 2026 version of American Gladiators. And so here I go. I sit down with my laundry. I'm ready to go. I got everything ready. I'm turning on the Gladiators. It is fucking testosterone wall to wall. It is.
This is the motherfucking Gladiators.
Like balls out, like, it is in your face and it is loud and it's flashy. And they took away all the water, which I really like.
The water's like the best part.
The water's when you see a gladiator get shot off the like stage and the in the water.
Yeah,
that's fucking phenomenal.
Yes,
I loved it. That's gone. It's all floor now.
Horse shit.
It's horse shit. And they have new games, and that's fine. But what really bugged me about it, which I think is quintessentially a part of American culture, is that these women they always show the height and the weight, and whatever, which fine, somewhat problematic, but fine. And they're like, Letitia over here is 5'6" and 125 pounds, and I'm like, no, she's not. Bicep is 125 pounds. You're fucking kidding me?
Yeah.
Damn it, no. And the thing that kills me about it is that these women are built. They're athletic. They're muscular. You're gonna weigh some shit when you got that much muscle on.
Yeah.
Which
weighs more than fat.
Which is like something that I feel like they should own. They should be like, Joanne coming in at 5'4", 250 pounds of raw muscle.
Right. Not 4% body fat.
I know, at 4% body fat. BMI at 35. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
Just own. You see a woman walk in who's 5'4" and they say she's 200 pounds, you're going to be like, shit. Like, you're going to see that and it's going to be like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
But they mask it. They hide it. There's not an ounce of fat on these ladies. And the men, too. The men are the same. They're built like Mack trucks, and they're like And at 185 pounds. And you're like, no, that motherfucker is at least 200 pounds.
Right. At least.
At least.
It's like with the with the whole like BMI bullshit scale. When you think about it, I heard that the Rock, no body fat on him, humongous,
humongous,
like 400 pounds or whatever he weighs.
Yeah,
is considered obese.
Yeah,
because of the BMI scale. It's like, what?
Well, no, I am also like I am 5'2" and around 200 pounds.
Mm-hmm.
And granted, I got a little fat on me, but I'm mostly muscle from all the training.
Right.
Years. I even had when I got weighed in, and the nurse was weighing me in for my whatever annual checkup or whatever. Mm-hmm. He looked at me and he's like, "What do you hit the gym?" And it was like, "Yeah, but my BMI is like 32."
Yeah.
And I was like, I felt like talking to my doctor and be like, "Could you just like put a note in that I'm actually not? That's not my real BMI." Like, could you? Because my insurance. Because I get worried about insurance.
Right.
I don't get worried about people caring. I don't get worried about that. But insurance.
You just don't want to pay more.
You don't want to pay more.
Yeah.
And you don't want to not get insurance because they think your body mass index is a certain amount.
Right.
And but that's the thing. It's just like, and so how it ties back to food is, it got me thinking.
They need to eat more food.
Well, no, They probably eat fine. I mean, all of them are very like fit.
Mm-hmm.
Like they can move. So I think they probably fight, which led me to thinking like, okay, I train a lot, not because I feel like I have to like be muscular, but I just really love training.
Mm-hmm.
So I need to match my eating with the training. So Sunday is genuinely my decadent day. Right. And when I was watching the American Gladiators, I was like, yeah. So that's my whole story about the American Gladiators and how I won't watch the 2026 one because, oh my God, it's irritating. Seizure inducing.
Yeah, I get it. Who's the host on it? Because I know, like Hulk Hogan was the one in the 2006
which
one.
Also made it fucking phenomenal.
Right.
Yeah, Hulk Hogan. I don't know the dude.
You don't know the dude?
It's some dude and some woman. I don't know who they are. I think he's like a social media health influencer, I think is what they said, or something like that. Like a health guru-ish. Those people just trying to kill you by selling you stuff.
Right. Those are the best kind.
Yeah, I don't know who he is. That's my story about American Gladiators.
It's a cool story, bro.
Thanks, bro. Bruh. So like watching Pitch Perfect 3. Bruh.
I support you like a good bruh.
Anyway, so I think what we're gonna do on this podcast, and please chime in with your feelings and thoughts. That's something I don't normally say when we're actually conversating. Well, I do actually.
Chime in with your feelings and thoughts?
Yeah, I do, don't I?
I mean, you usually say it off camera, but yeah.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah, okay. I was going to say I don't say that, but I do say that.
Yeah, you do. Which is why we get off topic quite often.
Yeah. It's enjoyable.
It is.
So what we're going to do, folks, is I think some weeks we'll mix a cocktail or a mocktail.
Mm-hmm.
Some weeks we're going to do food. And then some weeks we're going to dive into... And did you ever get your grandmother's recipes?
No, I forgot to ask my dad about that.
Oh, we got to do that.
I can text him.
We're going to do old recipes from my mom and my grandma for sure. And we should do yours too.
Yeah. So I remember my grandma was a hell of a cook.
Yeah, my mom was a hell of a cook. And so I didn't really... My grandmother was 104 years old when I met her. So she was no longer cooking.
Right.
So I never got to eat her cooking from like her own making.
From her... I almost said hands.
Well, I don't eat from people's hands. It's not...
I meant her hands are the ones
that
cook.
Weird fetish, isn't it? Like, I'm just going to eat from your hands.
I meant her hands are the ones that prepared it. Okay. Not you eat from her hands.
From scratch.
From her scratching hands.
I'm a very visual person.
I know. It's how I get you.
It is. so often.
I can paint a picture.
Okay. So
Actually, really, I just need to draw a stick figure in your brain, and it works.
it does.
I don't really need to.
I
Paint a
literally,
picture.
when you said that, what I saw in my brain was a stick figure.
See, told you.
It's straightforward. It is very easy. Very visual human.
Yep.
Okay, so I think what we'll do is we'll play it by ear, Sunday to Sunday.
Sunday.
Next, our friend, we're gonna see if we can have our friend John over.
Yeah.
Let's see what we can figure out. We have it's unseasonably hot weather
Yeah.
right
This is
now.
like
We're
May.
just in April.
It's May now.
It's just in May, and we're hitting the 70-degree mark here in Washington, and that
usually
is
I
abnormal.
Usually I can sleep until June. Now I'm.
No, we got to get those air conditioners. Yeah. Jesus Christ. Yeah. Yeah. So we're gonna play it by ear. We're gonna edit these this time, and we're gonna actually release them.
Yep. We're gonna do it together, and not rely on one or the other.
Do it together.
Yes.
Yeah. We'll see how that goes. See if it's like the kitchen, right?
Hopefully.
How many times I have to tell Casey to watch his junk.
And I tell you every time, I wash my junk every day.
Oh my God. Sometimes I kind of hate you.
I know. You're welcome.
It's very brief. It's a fleeting hate.
Right.
It's like it goes.
It's like a punch. Like, this is the hate, and then it's gone.
It's gone.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just it fleets. It goes like a little butterfly.
Yeah.
Angry little butterfly. But yeah. Thanks for that.
You're welcome.
Yes, you do tell me that.
I know. Yeah.
Okay. So what do we? Anything else we want to say before we go sign off?
Oh.
Excellent.
Yeah,
Very eloquent.
I got nothing right now.
Okay.
But I am looking forward to
this. Yeah.
This
this I can get behind.
Yeah, definitely.
Let's see about breaking out the grill.
Yeah.
Next week. Let's see what we can do.
I like that.
You know what we haven't grilled yet? Everything. I know.
Marmaduke. Is it Marmaduke?
Why
was that the first thought?
I don't know. Was you gonna say like marmalade or something?
I don't know.
You can't grill marmalade. It's like
Marbles?
orange jelly.
Marsala? No, that's wine. I mean, really, the only thing that we have grilled is steak, so pretty much everything but that.
Okay, so maybe we do like bone-in chicken breast with skin on bone-in chicken breast next week.
Yeah, we could do that.
Because we can fuck that up pretty royally.
Oh yeah,
especially on a charcoal grill.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
So we'll want to make sure the oven is on.
We'll want to make sure everything is marinated, but then hits room temp before we grill it.
Yeah, and the oven is on.
Yes, and it's preheated into temp.
Yeah, because
that's what happened last time. Is that the oven wasn't so, and all of our potatoes were late.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Okay, well, I think that's all I got.
Yeah, me too.
Okay, well, I hope you enjoyed our...
Got a little off script, but that's okay.
Well, there is no script, so we are off, like literally are off script.
There's
not,
no
script.
They don't know that.
Yes, they do. They know that. They can tell. Lie to yourself some more. Okay? Yeah. All right, so
yes,
let's end.
Yes.
Before this gets any worse.
And
all right, well, you all have a good night, day, or wherever you're at listening to this.
Yes.
And
go ahead.
What?
I was just going to say carefulness.
Carefulness. Okay. Get luck.
Get luck.
Did we ever say anything else? It's just carefulness and get luck.
Bye.
Bye.